from a lot of the time. Another thing that works quite well is the song is in the key of G, and when it's going to transition to the 4 chords, so it's going to go from G chord to C chord, so the band is playing along. The band goes to C. Okay, now what you can do for a nice transition, now what I did was I went to the 10th fret, put the B and C pedals down, hit that strings 3 and 4. You can bring in the 5th if you want. Slide it down 2 frets to the 8th fret, still with the pedals, and then release them. So I'm resolving to the new 4 chord here, the C. That's what it should sound like. I was just hitting that while the band's on the C chord. I'm just hitting a couple little flourishes. Now we're going to go back to the G chord. Rather than just go to the G chord, let's passage to it. So I went to the 5th fret with B and C pedals down, hit 3 and 4 or 3, 4 and 5. Down 2 frets to the C. To the 3rd fret with the B and C pedals, and then I released them. So to play that whole thing, we're playing along. Okay, now let's go to the 5 chord. There's almost no limit to what you can do. The phrasing, that's all what makes it sound good. And so you can, as I say, you can do that nice transition when you're going to the 4 chord by going to the 10th fret and then down to the 8th fret and then resolving. Or instead of going to the 10th fret, when you're making the transition from the G chord to the C chord, or the 1 to 4 chord change, go straight to the new 4 chord position, but with the B and C pedals down. It's just a little bit different sound. I just went to the 8th fret, and I started on strings 4 and 5. No pedals. I brought the pedals in, and I brought them in, and then I went up to strings 3 and 4 with B and C pedals down, and then I released them. So let's try that again. Hopefully that made sense there. I added on going to the 5th chord, the D chord, and so I went to the 10th fret. I did a little flourish at the tip, and then because I can do this, I went ahead and went up 2 frets with the B and C pedals down. So I went to the 12th fret. You wouldn't normally think when you're playing a D chord to be at the 12th fret, but you can do it with the B and C pedals. Hopefully this is giving you some ideas on how to use the B and C pedals. An awful lot of what you can accomplish with the B and C pedals relates actually to your right hand, how proficient you become with your right hand. And there's a couple patterns that really are helpful. I want to show you this pattern. You probably already know this just from standard country playing with the A and B pedals. Well, you can do the same thing with the B and C pedals, but you add a slide. So you're doing strings 3 and 4. Strings 3 and 4 using your index finger and your middle finger. Then you use your thumb on the 6th string. So it's 3 and 4, 6, and then 4 and 5 with your 2 fingers, index and middle. And then you press the pedals down. Oh, actually, I should add, you do 3 and 4, thumb, 4 and 5, and then 3 and 4 again. And then you add the pedal. So that's the basic motion. And you just keep working. You can see that whoops. So that's just a really good pattern to start learning. There's another pattern that I want to show you that this is nothing original to me. This is a classic country lick, and I love it, and I use it all the time because I'm a classic country player, and I make no apologies. Start on the 5th fret with pedals, B and C down. Play strings 3 and 4. Then hit your thumb on the 5th string, and then drop the bar down. Slide it. Don't pick it up. Now you need to be a palm blocker. I don't think a pick blocker can effectively do this. If I'm wrong, that's fine. Let somebody point that out. But palm blocking is really where this works well. Now you have to, so you play strings 3 and 4 at the 5th fret, then you hit the 5th string, then you go to the 4th fret, and then you have to, with strings 3 and 4, using your 2 fingers, and you have to immediately jump down to the 3rd fret with the B and C pedals down. And when you hit, then you releasing the pedals. You can now. I just dropped it down a set of strings. So instead of playing on 3, 4, and 5, I played on 4, 5, and 6. Exact same thing. You can see how the two together have a descending sound. It's quite nice. It takes time to play that cleanly and quickly, and it's always a challenge, but if you keep working at it every day, you'll get it. So, in summary, I'll try to wrap this up. There's really quite a bit more that I thought about trying to put in, but I don't want to do too much. The scale, or with the substitution, and I'll go down. Of course, I played that on 3 strings 3, 4, and 5. You could play that whole scale exactly the way I just played it, dropping down a set of strings. Drop down to 4, 5, and 6. Now there I used the substitution, and it didn't quite sound as good. There, the substitution would be more important. I mean the original note, the F lever. Okay, that's it for today. I hope this is helpful to you. Good luck.